Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody, it's Full Spectrum Cycling. We're on the show number 302 today.
Mm-hmm.
Still
haven't come up with anything good in 300s yet.
No. I've been thinking of changing the theme song. We got a bunch queued up that we could use again, so. I like it, though.
Time for nostalgia.
Time for going back in time. We've been doing the, I don't know if you've been catching them on fatbike.com. We've been doing the Fat Bike history. And I've been, because we did the weekly dose of fat back then, I've been pulling stuff from 2012.
Oh, okay.
So, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
On this week, 13 years ago, here's what we were talking about, and go through the old post and see if the links still work, clear out ones that don't, because we've got to do that anyway.
Sure.
And then put the ones that do work in the history one and say, that's what was happening.
And then do a little bit of equipment audit, going like, things have not changed in this sphere.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff, I mean, it was a lot of ride reports and stuff. The Coast Kid was posting stuff like a couple times a week. If you remember Bruce from over in Scotland, he rides on the beaches and goes to the World War II stuff. And
was that? No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of the Swedish Lapland.
Oh yeah, that was. There's a couple guys up there. Tony Lund. But anyway, so I've been kind of, it's fun.
I wouldn't mind a little nostalgia pocket.
Right, it's fun. It's fun reliving it because it's like, oh yeah, we were there back then, and in 2012,
like right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were maybe
right across his wall.
Yeah, maybe on the other side of that wall, and then we were gone, and then I came back with another company that we were in this room with one of my buddy Ivan's dad passed away. We ran his properties from in here. And then I let it go. And then we got it back again. So it's like this is the third round on being in this room, in this building. Probably should have just kept this room and got rid of the big room because that thing's a major mess over there. But anyway, 2012, I don't know if you remember back then, it was when the lake was probably at its lowest level. So there's a lot of good shots of beach riding.
Oh, yeah.
And the good thing is, at least on Lake Michigan, the lake levels are down from what they were a couple of years ago again. So we got beach back again. So that's good. And
that's why they were able to salvage out.
Oh, yeah.
The SS Minnow.
They were down there today hacking it up more.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
I think it's going to be gone by the end of today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The mayor was down there, for God's sakes. They got a couple cool pictures of him.
Yeah,
just hanging on a rock, just looking at it. Like, all right.
If they would,
good old Chevrolet.
If people wouldn't have screwed it up and kept it intact, basically, and not started graffitiing it up and everything, it was kind of a cool thing. Once it kind of went over the edge after Christmas, it was just like, nah.
It was inevitable.
Yeah, I
mean, it was going to go away. It just all being all pockmarked and gnarly looking, it kind of hastened the move. Like, tour season's coming up.
So, but it was there for a good 6 months. So that's cool. Local news. I'll put a picture of it. I don't know who's in Milwaukee that listens to this shindig, but our good buddy Lloyd writes orange Specialized that he rides every single day, all the time, was stolen from his garage. These fucking bike thieves. Boy, howdy, do I wish we could just string them up like an old horse thief.
Oh, yeah.
And then somebody else in the neighborhood here had her bike stolen again.
Jen.
Yeah,
I saw that one. Like, you son of a gun.
I mean, I wish I had spare bikes to give to people when their stuff got stolen, but it's like, here's the deal. If you haven't registered your bike at Bike Index, register it there. If your bike gets stolen, report it there. And also, do report it to the cops, even though they don't really do anything. It's still worthwhile reporting it
on log.
Yeah, because eventually people are going to hold.
Be completely ACAB about everything in the world. I mean, I get some of the vibe, but
yeah, well, you just have to.
You got to put that shit on wax.
Got to hold them accountable and say, look, it's obviously a problem. Get on that stuff. Anyway, so yeah. So Lloyd's bike was stolen.
Yeah.
Tony sent this thing in. Tony, remember when Tony was there? That's JK, by the way.
Hi.
I'm Sven. You probably already know that. That was Tony, but now Tony's not here.
Oh, the one that says for the show.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we had talked
off.
about the 1,600 rider thing last week for the River West 24, and he says that that includes all the volunteers. So there's probably 1,000 volunteers or more from last year who are guaranteed entry. Then so that there's only
my lottery ticket is getting smaller.
Right.
The window's smaller and smaller.
Well, then there's only 600 available for slackers who didn't volunteer last year. I don't know if I officially volunteered. I mean, I do the photo stuff and everything, and I do coverage.
Volunteer is
staying at it, but
it's in your head. I mean,
but
I feel like I volunteer in different places, and I'm not sanctioned. Like,
yeah. You know what?
But
and
that's how I read it. And if
So Tony says, and I don't know if this is direct from the Proc horse's mouth or not, but he says that the goal and hope has been to have the ride only volunteers from the previous year.
Fair enough.
Right? But also, the only reason to register is if you actually want to be scored and counted and have your laps counted.
Sure.
Otherwise, you can just come and hang around and go to all the bonus checkpoints, of which there are 36 this year. And, you don't have to register. You just show up in Milwaukee on whatever the last weekend in July is.
If you wanted to ride and do the route, you do the route, and you can self-time yourself. Yeah. I mean, I've been saying that for
I didn't register for 5 years. I just only the last couple of years when we had a Scardenas team did I even
Well, I mean,
was
when I've been doing this solo, it's like if I get in, I get in. That's cool. If I don't, I'll still
be in.
I'll still spin around and like just passively time myself.
Well, yeah.
I just don't have something on wax to like look back at it.
You want to get you want to get the first lap in? Hey, do you want
the
last lap in?
My clever team name for solo? Come on, I want it.
Well, what is it going to be this year? Johnny Cash.
No, I don't have the. I would have worn that shirt.
Oh, look, you got the Everyday Cycle shirt on. Look at that. Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a Club Ride shirt, right? You know what? Yeah. This is a Club Ride shirt as well. Oh, yeah. CR. It's on the back there.
Yeah. Actually, I put it on first inside out, and I didn't see anything. And I was like, what the? Oh, now I got it.
So I don't know the address up there in Tosa where Tosa Bike Garage is, but I think it's 15. I wondered if it's going to become a vape shop because Tosa Bike Garage is shutting down after 5 years of poking around at the bike business. I don't know what precipitated it, but probably the fact that the bike industry sucks major ass right now. Mm-hmm. And they were a small operation, did good service, always got good reviews. But another one bites the dust, and it's like, yeah, I'm really curious if it's going to become a vape shop. I don't think Tosa's too keen on vape shops, really, though. Maybe they're not like Milwaukee where you can put one on every corner, you know. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, with vape shop comes also the really garish light system in the window.
Yeah, why? I
don't know. It's hand in hand. It has to.
Well, but Sense isn't that
yet
bad.
Watch out. Yeah, they do have but they have the piping. But it's like, they're one person away from it being like hot. Super fluorescent, zing! Bug zapping light.
Maybe Brett is conscious enough
tamping it down.
Yeah, it's like let's put a cloud of smoke in front of that, bro. Let's not worry about it.
Just fog it.
Speaking of dope smoking and bike events, which we did do last weekend, the Green Mile, there was 350 of these pre-rolls available.
Yes.
These are 10. What do they call it? Was it 10 pine? 10 something.
So
whatever the pre-rolls of things that are legal and get you high. So I don't know exactly what that means.
Used it along the walk to the bus after the El Rongo opening ceremonies during the registration.
Right on.
And was like, ding, ding, ding. I'm like, all right. And then had a little bit for the walk over to the venue.
So, so both events, the Green Mile and on Friday night, and then the Milwaukee Messenger Invitational on Saturday, were excellent events. They were, pretty well attended for just rebooting the whole idea the first time in 5 years or whatever it's been. I did cover it with the photog gear, and it's a hard thing to cover because everybody is mostly going in different directions. And I went down to the farthest stop on Friday night, figuring that, people wanted those points, and Zito was in whatever bar it was down there. And 2 people showed up. One of the 2 people that showed up was the guy that won it. So, you got to do your riding. It also rained in River West, but there was no rain south of Wisconsin Avenue. It was really weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was dry as a bone down there at what's that tavern called down there that he was at?
I don't know.
Black, not twisted, fork, window, something. Anyway.
Bernhard's Black.
Dark Horse. That was it.
Yeah,
there,
yeah. I do remember, speaking of that one, yeah, because it's a bar I'd like to go to more, but they have like 0 bike parking.
Yep, that's true.
And 0 like things to lash it onto. It's not like just like, oh, I need a staple and whatever.
Right.
But they don't have like a street sign or whatever, like for like a half block around. And you want to keep your eye lock on.
Sure.
I do. At least.
I want to at least have a feeling for where it is. To that point, there was a Facebook thread, whatever you want to call it, face farce about, I think Andrew Zahn started it, another River West 24 guy, about wanting more bike parking in Milwaukee. And I'm like, that's great. All you have to do, especially if you're a business, is call the city or go out even on a website and fill a form out, and they will come and put a bike parking thing in front of your business.
Free o charge?
Free o charge.
Huh.
You might even be able to do it as a homeowner. I'm not sure. The only caveat is it has to have a concrete, pad.
Apron.
Right. So you got your curb and you got your concrete instead of your curb and your parkway and your sidewalk.
Oh yeah, like what's this? Speaking of nostalgia and weekly dose of fat, what the hell was his name?
Who he?
Oh, right over by Black Husky, like just 2 houses south.
Oh, Russell.
Uncle
Not
Speed
Russell.
Slip?
Nah, yeah, Uncle Dick Speed Slip.
Yeah, there we go.
The guy, Uncle Dick. It was Rich Travis.
Yeah, wasn't he there? Wasn't he there?
Where? Yeah, he was. Yeah, and
I thought it was.
And there was bike parking right in front of his place.
Yeah, it still is. That staple is still sitting there.
Right. Yeah. So it's not a public building. It's a rental unit, but it was a store at one point back in the olden times.
Sure.
But anyway,
I just thought I was losing my damn mind for a second.
Like you can get the loopy guy,
Uncle Dick's Speed Slip. Yeah, that was
and in front of the old shop on Locust, an everyday cycle shop, they put a loopy thing on the street sign that was right in front. So it was it was like attached to it was a loopy deal.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, if you're in Milwaukee and you want bike parking, just fill the form out. It's not such a big deal. Yeah. They'll come and do it. Boy, we're on Milwaukee for quite a while here. This is awesome. Lake Express, the ferry that goes from here to Muskegon.
Now we're in Michigan.
We're going to Michigan. We've traveled across the water 70 miles.
Very fast.
At like 45 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm. If you go out drinking heavily the night before,
I would. Well,
I would suggest not sitting down or laying down at any point in time. Just keep kind of walking around.
If you have
keep your legs.
If you have a smooth crossing, it's not as big a deal as if there's some
even that.
good waves, man.
No, it's one of those where it's like, no, you just got to keep waiting.
Go up on the upper deck with that 45-mile-an-hour wind in your face and just poke your head over the.
Oh yeah, it's like no smoking on it. Well, I mean, yeah, it's no smoking because it's like impossible to light your fucking cigarette.
45-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's Earth Day. Whenever soonly, if it's not hasn't already been, might have already.
Every day is Earth Day.
Right on.
Every day is Earth Day, and every day is Record Store Day. So, there you go.
Yeah. So the thing that happens there every year that never seems to be on my radar until I know it's coming, but I can never find the information, and somehow you found the information. So the link is in the show notes. Yeah. But what they do down there is you bring a serviceable bicycle in, could be whatever, $10, $15, $20 yard sale bike, as long as it has air in the tires and you can pedal it. They'll take it and give you, in exchange for that bike, a voucher for a round trip crossing from Milwaukee to Muskegon and back.
It's like $183, $89 value at this point.
Very close to $200. Yeah. And if you're going to take your bike, all you have to do is pay the 15 bones or whatever it is for your bike crossing.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's just like a no-brainer. And it's Friday, which would be tomorrow, between 8 and noon, and the first 500 people that come will get the voucher. And it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I think that's why they wait till the last second to really do it.
That could be.
And all the same,
I wonder if you could get a round trip from Muskegon if you happen to be on that side and you're over here, and you could just probably, huh? Why not? What's the difference?
I don't know. Well, have you been to Muskegon recently?
I have not.
It's not.
No,
I mean,
it was 20.
You know, like okay, so where they're shooting the movie and Keefe.
Yeah.
That's about the length of that downtown zone.
Oh, it's a pretty good size. It's at least 6 blocks square. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a nice there's a nice kind
it's
of.
It's a nice. I'm not. Yeah, it's like the West Bend downtown
Decent bike shop over there.
Thing.
Anyway, so you could do that.
It's not Muskegon Heights. That's where I stayed. And quite different than Muskegon.
Oh, I heard about that because you guys didn't go.
That's like
you guys didn't go with us.
No, that was like St. Louis and East St. Louis.
Yeah,
so
I know all about that.
That's about the equation, or equivalency.
All right, there's a final Milwaukee thing, maybe.
We're still in Michigan.
Elvis Costello's coming to Milwaukee, and he's doing "My Aim Is True" and what's the other one? Early albums, which is my favorite Elvis Costello stuff. Boy, and at the Pabst Theater, which is probably the best venue in Milwaukee for seeing a guy like Elvis Costello.
I like it. Yes.
That's in October, so we got a lot of time to talk about that. So, hey, here's something. Oh, they're over there. Anyway, I got letters going out with sticker packs. See that sticker pack right there? A bunch of stickers in there, fatbike.com stuff right there. That you can get yourself entered into a drawing. I drew. It's a drawing.
Show your drawing, Simon. Not look at your bum.
So I draw 3 people who've subscribed to our email newsletter list.
Cheeky
and
monkey.
I send them sticker packs every week until the end of April, and then I'll come up with something else because we really would love it if we could get you folks to resubscribe if you were subscribed before to our email list, as that was very neglected during the dark times of fatbike.com. So it's as easy as going and signing up, and then we're going to give you emails that will have deals and discounts and news and events and all sorts of stuff for free. It's awesome.
Oh, man, that was a lot. That got you to the top of the hill, didn't it?
It did. Are you tired from your walk over here?
I am. I'm not used to that.
Not yet. I mean, by fall, you'll be an old hand, whatever.
No.
Well, this is
Why walk when you have to?
This is sort of a hodgepodge. I still have
it's left overnight.
I stopped over at next door to Morphic and got a rodeo clown or cowboy or whatever the hell this thing's called.
Go boat road or something like that. I was going to, but I couldn't.
And I knew I wasn't going to stop over there after because we're going somewhere else. But it's also a 3-minute thesis night, which means there's going to be a bazillion people in there. And that's a fun event, though.
Yeah.
But anyway,
and it was already ramping up.
And you got the Sierra Nevada
tropical
tropical
IPA
from last week, maybe, or some such.
Like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, and then we got the Grateful Dead, whatever this one was. That's going to be my capper right there from Dogfish Head.
Yeah. Well,
which is a place
well done on the design, I always say.
Just because of the name Dogfish Head, I would like to go out to wherever the hell that is.
Delaware?
It's New Hampshire or Delaware or something like that. Somewhere out there on the East Coast and find out what Dogfish Head is like. It's got to be a thing that sticks out into the water, right?
Yeah.
That's what a head
well, no,
is.
they have a what actually is. Well, their brewery, they have like a tree house, like a killer, like a cool, like an adult tree house.
Have you been there or just seen it?
No, I just in pictures or on. Back in the day when A&E, the Learning Channel, Discovery did like all those little reality TV shows, like Kent the Blacksmith.
Oh yeah,
he had a season on one of them, so they did a season of something like that at Dogfish Head.
Okay,
and it was like, hey, here's our treehouse or something like that, and I was like, shit, that's cool. I mean, yeah, I'd love. I mean, I would not love working at a brewery, but a brewery with a treehouse, and I'm like, yeah, okay, this is working.
So we talked about Ragbri last week. I think the bike ride across Iowa. It looks like a cool route, and I had Ragbri themes. They do have daily themes. I don't know what I did with the thing to tell you about them though, so I'll come up with that for next week. Did you ever buy anything from Nashbar, the online bike superstore that had been around for a long time. I think they actually had a paper catalog. Nashbar.
Oh no, because I remember you had told me about this one. Damn, I thought okay, it's not the same one.
So in the early days before the interwebs, they actually had a paper catalog that was like kind of the dream book. The guy that founded it, Arni Nashbar, passed away. He was old, in his 80s.
Yeah.
But he was kind of a trailblazer on the old mailing bike parts to you from somewhere else and warehousing a bunch of stuff. Bye, Arnie. Sad.
Well, yes. Speaking of passings and resurrections, how was your 420? The Sunday after all of the festivities.
We had my mom over, which was nice. We had an excellent egg casserole with ham and all sorts of good stuff in it. That was great. And then, it was just like a family visit. It was relaxing and goodly. How about yourself? Did you partake? Did you have ham?
No. Went down to Chicago on Saturday night. Had some weird. Well, it was kind of stony, like a shrimp Alfredo with pesto and blackening seasoning and shrimp and sausage.
Was it at a restaurant or was it?
No, that's what we made.
Oh, you made it. Okay.
Yeah. But then hung out way down in Crestwood, Illinois, at the Thirsty Beaver.
Is that south of Chi-Town?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like south of Chi-Town and like equidistant. West of Gary, Indiana. I mean, it's down there. It's down there.
Gary, Indiana.
So, yeah. But then the day of, when I rose, and then time to take off, I was like, let's approach downtown from the south and go through the downtown area.
Okay.
Lakeshore Drive. Because there was a place I wanted to pick up a frozen pizza. And
not 7-Eleven?
No, Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company. They have a pizza pot pie.
Pizza pot pie.
That you cook it, and then you got to flip it over into a vessel. And it's awesome.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Again, another thing I saw on cable television history.
It's not all bad.
Travel Channel, something like that. Found parking. They were closed.
Oh, boy.
But it was like, okay. Went to the Leaning Tower of Niles.
Was that on Easter?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a restaurant. It's a moneymaker if you're open.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I then just got all it just, and then stopped, of course, at White Castle.
Well, sure.
Got a Crave Clutch. They have a Crave Clutch now.
Definitely done that twice in a day before.
Clutch is 20 of them. Case is 30.
Nice.
But the 20 is awesome.
Did you freeze them?
It's also no, I'm eating them.
Are you eating them all?
Well, yeah, Kim's getting in there.
Okay.
She's like, I didn't even need the cheese. I'm like, I should have got a case.
Yeah.
And your first order was 20% off if you order through the mobile app.
Oh,
not that I really want to shill for,
White Castle,
but what the hell, man? It was a deal, man. And
definitely better than getting them out of the frozen food section at your local store.
Yeah. And you get the ones without the cheese, and then you just have your own processed cheese, and you put that on there in 30 seconds.
I love my microwave.
Just
with all our 420 talk, I bet folks might be thinking that this thing here is some sort of device for using with like you could
marijuanas.
You might be able to put this in here. Ooh, well, I guess it doesn't go through
the other end.
But what this is a through axle for a salsa kingpin fork, which I'm going to put on the fat bike. But what these fancy Robert Axel project people have come up with is this little doodad that goes into the end of your thing, so it's stored, that will hold a tubeless tire repair thingamajigger on there, which I didn't have on there because I got to take some pictures of it. But then you always have it with you. When you need it, it's in your axle. Isn't that clever? I like that. Those Robert Axel people, they think about stuff. We're going to have a little review on fatbike.com about that just because it's a cool thing. And because they
sent... Not be like State Bike and have the doper in there?
And because they sent...
I thought you were going to put the doper in there.
No, they could do that too, though.
I know.
I'm sure you could. I mean, it doesn't take much. We should probably do that on our own. Anyway, speaking of State Bicycle, they got a new hardtail out that looks very well equipped for paltry $1,500. I want to check that out. I don't have the link here, but I'll put it in there. And finally, since we got places to be, folks, we're not going to goof off today too much.
Right.
For you Star Wars folks.
Star Wars.
Andor.
Nothing but
Season 2 is coming.
Is
here?
It's
here. Oh, damn. Good.
I was slowly getting myself caught up, and I was trying to do it at work. But sons of bitches were actually giving me work. I'm just like, dude, really? Well, and that coupled with the fact that this is funny because it dovetails directly into Star Wars. I went
Nothing but Star Wars.
I went to the library to pick up 4 items that were on hold. Yes, 2 of them being Star Wars books. One of them, like the latest Star Wars encyclopedia, which is huge. It's like 6 pounds easily. Wow. And robust of like shit I've never even seen before. I just kind of thumbed through it. I'm like, whoa,
it's a paper book, not Okay,
exactly. Yeah, just impulse reserved from the library. So I check it out. Go home. Okay, night progresses. Whatever. I wake up this morning. I can't find my wallet for the life of me. So all I can think is, okay, the last time I used it was at the library. Went there, went to Village Hall, went to the cop. You know, it was like, yeah, I did find it at home. Oh. But it was all based on Star Wars, and I was trying to slowly watch the first season again.
Okay.
To digest it, because there is some shit I really did miss.
Gotcha.
Last time. And I've heard only but awesome things about the second season.
What I read was like, I should be watching it. I think we still have, it's Disney Plus, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think we have that. I might have paused it because there wasn't anything new coming up that I really wanted to watch, but it's worth looking at.
Yeah. It works out.
Right on.
It scratches my Star Wars itch as the AI generated action figures had a Jar Jar on me.
Oh yeah, I put a Jar Jar in there for you.
Okay, if I have to defend him, I will.
Yeah.
It'll be like I don't want to, but if it's like the old debate class.
I wasn't going to put the classic ones in there. I just thought, let's put Jar Jar in there. They did a pretty good job. So yeah, I think we kind of got through today. Next event in Milwaukee is the Fat Tire Tour that I have on the list. There's other stuff coming up June 14th. So, and if you didn't see it already, check out my Chumba titanium fat bike frame is for sale. Sure would be cool if somebody would buy that, because we got to keep the machine running, and cash dollars are kind of going to make that happen if we get it going. So there's a link in the show notes. It's also on the Everyday Cycles website where you can find it at the top of the page, prominently displayed. And if you listen to this show, you can take $200 off that sucker. I got it for $1,500 there with the custom Sturdy Designs frame bag, which was like $300. You can get $200 off if you say you heard it on the show. Then put in there. Hey, give me some money back. You know. All right.
I listened.
Yeah. So wait, I got stuck. It was like a record skipping.
Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. Bang, bang.
I guess we'll be back next week, and we'll probably have more stuff to talk about. Bye.
Bye.